All right, good morning, everybody. This is New York City Steven Fan coming back at you live for our today's update. So this is going to be one of our best updates coming up between what's coming up next week between our remodeling stores coming up and also with some of the changes going on at Starbucks. So as you take a look at live right here, this is actually what we see what's going on with today's updates or anything what's been going on. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. Hello, Caitlin. Just doing a news report live broadcast. So, joining me right now with Destiny, who's going to talk more about the remodeling updates, what's coming up next week, and April 20th. So, Destiny, what's coming up next week, March 20th to April 20th, to our remodeling of Starbucks here. And as I was saying about the remodeling updates, it's just one of the basic updates coming up between it's happening on March 20th through April 20th. So joining me right now with joining me live right now with some people of mine. So Faith, what's exciting about new changes about March 20th to April 20th that's coming up with remodeling of Starbucks?
Getting a little remodel, new appliances, new furniture.
And also,
that's what I'm most excited about.
Also with new upgrades with new tables and chairs and the biggest model square feet or something. All right, thank you, Faith, for your updates. So we're still learning more about something, and yeah. And we'll have to look more about it because we're still learning more about the water changes and upgrades throughout this building place and all that. So anyways, hope you all had a great weekend for St. Patrick's weekend. So over the weekend it's like a cold weekend for St. Patrick's weekend for Chicago's St. Patrick's parade and everything, because it seemed like after 2 years ago, between 2020 to 2021, it's like some sort of like a 2-year hiatus with due to COVID outbreak that's been happening between before that. So we'll continue to talk more about these updates. So we'll be right back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. So far we got most updates going on. What's going on with the with upgrades guarantee with remodeling stores and other things going on necessarily, because this is one of the things I wanted to share out with remodeling updates with biggest distance. Like we're gonna have to be like let me show you the view. So this is what's gonna have. We're gonna have new floor inches going on, and we're gonna have upgrades with the line tables and everything. So yeah, that's what's coming up with what's coming up. So once we have our reopening date for April 21st, you guys will see the new changes for new places or other things, because this is like some sort of like investments. So back in 2019, when we had new booths, that was like about 4 years ago. When we had this, and now in 2023, we're gonna have new changes between new line spaces and other things going on, because I didn't know about this for sure, but I was like, okay, Destiny told me about it, because it's kind of like one of the things I want to share out here. It's just other things going on around here. What's going on, Destiny? Yeah, so we'll talk more about it as well, because it's just some of the things I wanted to share out here. All right, we'll continue with more updates. So what's going to look like for spring 2023? So what's coming up for spring 2023 is just the weather's going to be so beautiful for 50-degree temperature forecast and other things going on necessarily, because this week Thursday it's going to be like 50 degrees or something like that, and yeah. So join me live right now with crazy Bailey. Join me live right now, Bailey. What do you have to say for remodeling updates for next week, or is it coming up to April 20th? All right, coming up next, we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. For more information about live updates coming up with construction going on, it's going to be happening, remodeling some things. But some people are like, where are you guys going to get how are we going to get coffee? How are we going to pick up? Well, Good question. Well, we have two locations. One right at the downtown Wheaton area on North Main Street, and two right near Route 64 is where we have the best locations of all time. And then there's this third place right here, Dunkin' Donuts, and then also because there are still places open, locations available for other public places, settings, and also with where you want to pick up coffee with mobile order and drive-through orders between Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. The Starbucks in downtown does not have a drive-through, but the Route 64 does have one, because it could be some of the things we wanted to let you know about, because that's going to take effect between March 20th through April 20th, and we're going to have our reopening date by April 21st, so mark your calendar for that. So anyways, talking about the remodeling updates for Starbucks. So we're still learning more about the project updates with what's going to happen and what's going to take place between March 20th through April 20th. It's just they're just going to have new remodeling some things, and also with have people in line where we have the bulletin line for line capacity, and any employee is going to. It's going to help to take the order or so, because this is just what's going to happen right over here, as I'm going to mention out here. So, just zoom in on this. This is what's going to happen, where we're going to have our line coming up with line capacity, also with cash register is going to help you to take your order as well. So that's what it's going to happen for that. So that's what's one of the changes so far throughout this process and all of this, because it's just next update that we're going to share out, and I have to get more updates with Anne or Destiny the next time I see them. But yeah, that's one of the updates so far, and yeah, so if you, and this is crazy what's going to happen, because so far we have put in projects between $7.5 billion for all the fund-making projects throughout this project and ceremony going on, because it's just one of the projects we wanted to share out with the remodeling updates and everything, of course, because so far in the mornings, between Tuesday, we seen people coming in and drive-through and also ordering their coffees, no doubt, because I was it's just crazy how we're gonna see hundreds of thousands of people in drive-through lines, whatever, because that is just complete insane, or crazy, as I would mention now, because it's just one of the things I wanted to share out, because right now we got breaking news updates with let's see what came. Let's see who we have updates next. Let's see what's gonna go with who came all or something like that. But we'll have to get more updates and progress on that, because we're still learning more about the updates and environmental projects. So yeah. So yeah, this is what's going to happen between March 20th to April 20th. It's just the store's getting remodeled, and where will people go and get coffee before work? Well, that's a good question. We have two locations of Starbucks, one near Route 64, and then two the downtown Wheaton one, and then there's this other Starbucks in Glen Ellen, and then we have the other one in Bloomingdale, where we have some things going on with things going on that's going to take effect March 20th to April 20th. So that's just towards the spring season. That was just like in 2020 when we had the lockdown in spring and other things going on necessarily about. So yeah, because it's just probably insane of what's going to happen, because it's just some of the things I wanted to share out as well, because you never know what's going to happen, but it will eventually happen next week once it starts on March 20th through or something like that. But I'll have to get more updates with Destiny or something like that, and yeah, because it's just possibly tell you about something, because that is just complete insane and complete craziness. Because this is for you, Megan Benedict. Megan, if you're watching this, you're about to see the remodeling updates with what's going to happen with this Starbucks between March 20th or April 20th, and then you'll like to do changes around. So watch out for that. So yeah. I don't know if Leo knows about it, but we'll give live more updates with people, and yeah, so yeah, that's just one of the things I wanted to share out as well. And it's K-Mall. Okay, we'll just have to wait for more people with live updates, so we'll talk more about it as well. So, all right, come on next, we'll talk more about the remodeling updates, and then later on, we'll talk about the spring 2023 and all these coming up in just a few minutes. Ties, we'll be right back in a few minutes. Commercial break. Welcome back, everybody. We have more live updates going on with what's been going on for the past month and a half and between a few months ago. Because this is one of the biggest news concerning going on with the drive-through lines at the Starbucks and another thing. So, is that Martha?
Yes, this is the drive-through.
And speaking of which, we got Martha, who's at the drive-through. Is it Martha? Martha's at the drive-through. Something. Hello, Pam. We're talking today's updates about the construction updates. So, what do you have to say for the remodeling for starting March 20th through April 20th about the construction update for Starbucks?
Yeah.
Okay. No update guaranteed on that. Hello, K-Mall. What's going on with you? So we're just talking about what's coming up next week for remodeling updates. So what do you have to say for remodeling updates to Starbucks coming up on March 20th or April 20th? That's coming up next week. K-Mall?
Very excited. There's gonna be a lot coming, so
It's gonna be a lot coming of new changes. All right. Well, thank you for that. So it's just pretty crazy or something like that. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, for what's been going on with news reports lately about some lines, drive-through line concernings for the people coming in to drive-through lines for Starbucks guaranteed, because it can be one of the biggest concerns, as we mentioned, out between drive-through lines and also about the safest line we're talking about, because this is just one of the concerning news I wanted to share out with the lines here, because so far back in September 2022, what we've seen not a good line. It's like some sort of like a bad line what we've seen with cars coming by and everything. So yeah, because that's just the thing I want to share out with some news going on with how we're going to fix that. And yeah, because we're still working on the remodeling things and also with new upgrades guaranteed, because this is just a thing here, because I would say though, for about the drive-through line, we're going to have to add more space to people in line with whatever in the drive-through line, or no doubt, and other things, because that's good. That's also what's going to be happening. It's just one of the drive-through lines going to be have to find a good line, and also with line guarantee updates and everything, because again about the drive-through lines, because it's just one of the concerning news that people are talking about, because they were like, some people are driving crazy, some people are just don't put it on their line correctly. Well, that's going to happen with the new change that's coming up with the drive-through lines and everything, and basically going on with everything we've been talking about. So join me live right now with Join me live right now with Nicole, who's going to talk more about the remodeling updates and other things. Nicole, what do you have to say for remodeling updates coming up next week?
What do you thought? I'm excited.
About the new changes or something? I
Yeah.
appreciate your comment there. Appreciate your comment. So yeah, thank you, Nicole, for your updates. So once we head into the summer season, we're gonna see new drinks coming up this summer. We're gonna talk about the pineapple and tropical drinks coming up this summer. Which first time I had it last summer ago, it was just great, to be honest with you, because that was just great or something like that when we talk things about this. And yeah, for our live 7 a.m. update. Come on, next we'll talk more about the drive-through line updates, and then later on we'll talk about the new changes that we're going to see for the drive-through, and then other things we'll talk about between investments, also with $5.6 billion with investment of fundamentals and other things. So all coming up in about a few minutes. final update today is about one of the best changes we've seen for our live 7 a.m. updates is the new Kronenthal drive-thru line, because as I mentioned out last year ago, between 2021 and 2022, people are just like complaining about the drive-thru line in Starbucks and other things necessarily, because when we see progress going on between drive-thru lines and guarantee with lines with mobile orders, it can be one of concern news, because people are saying that there's not enough space or something like that. But we will have new changes guaranteed, and we'll try to provide more space and updates with lines with mobile orders and drive-thru lines. So do not worry about that. All that is going to be like guaranteed updates with what's going to happen between let's see, for the line for mobile orders, and also with the change for line and drive-thrus, because that change for the drive-thru line, it's going to take like between with new inches of drive-thru lines and other guaranteed updates as well. So that's going to be one of the best things of all time. I just wanted to mention out with one of the best lines guaranteed and everything as well. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about for sure. All right, well, thank you all for joining up for live today's update. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and check out my New York City Steven merge. And we'll see you all next time when I see Anne.